Okay, from small to large, we have very famous knife, the Beck Necker. All right, and slightly longer than 3-inch blade, full flat ground, goes for about $30. Gives you, it's so wide and flat ground, gives you great amount of cutting power for such a short blade. Look at that belly. All right, the Beck Necker. Mora Knife. This is a famous type of knife in Scandinavia. It has it's called a Scandinavian grind, which is basically a convex grind, but there's no edge bevel. That entire shiny portion is, the bevel, so the edge, so to speak. Extreme cutting power, 3.5-inch blade length, very lightweight, a very cheap knife. $15 or $20 will get you one of these, and it's hard to go wrong for that price. Next we have the Gerber Big Rock, another full flat ground wide drop point, goes for about $25. 4.5-inch blade length, extremely functional for the price. All right. We have an Anza knife. These knives are handmade from files, okay, the kind of file that can actually file down regular knife steel, so extremely hard material. These come in many sizes, and they are designated by numbers for the model. I forget what number this is exactly, but it has a hollow grind here, but the edge is actually convex. And take a look at that. That'll do some cutting for you. Okay, beautiful handles. This goes for about $70, $80. Okay. Popular as bushcrafting knives. All right. This is going to be the most expensive knife I show. I'm trying not to show too many expensive knives because I feel if you're buying knives that are past $100, you're probably an expert already, and you don't need this video. So this knife is the Tops Mil-Spie 5. Okay. Micarta handles, one solid piece of metal. Okay, definitely full tang. Flat ground. I mean, this thing is tough. This old baton through wood. You can use it just for a lot with that drop point. Okay, this is my main medium large size survival knife. All right, and a knife you might not have seen before. This is actually a Japanese type knife. It's used for gardening. It's double-edged, a plain edge here, serrated edge on the other side, razor sharp, and it is concave, so you can dig with it like a spade. You can dig for roots if you know which ones to eat. You can dig for edibles. You can also dig until you hit water and then collect the water from the hole and purify it. Okay, so very useful for survival situations. All right, gardeners might know about that knife. And last, the Schrade Extreme Survival. Schrade is now out of business, but I was able to buy this knife last year. It was still in stock, so you can probably still find it. These go for about $55. They do have hollow handles, okay, which can store survival gear, and it is a single piece of metal, okay, so it's not weak like those cheap Rambo knives with a plastic handle. This is one solid piece of metal they bored out there, okay, so that's the only knife you'd want to trust with a hollow handle. All right, and this is actually a copy of certain Chris Reeve knives, okay. It's basically a copy of certain knives that actually go for $300 and up. So for $55, it's a very nice knife. You can store some essentials in the handle. Oh, and one more knife, a military type knife, Air Force Pilot Survival Knife by Ontario Knives. Goes for about $35 to $40. It's been in use by the military for decades now. Carbon steel, very nice. You can hammer with this, extremely sharp, and this is meant to cut aluminum aircraft fuselage. Alright. Alright, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of some useful knives for survival. It's Israel, signing off.